Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back. Palm Springs Stadium set for just about noon here, set for some Power Summer Collegiate League baseball, as the Bombers are set to take on the Chill. Second game of the day, we have another game going on the turf field, just out past the right field wall. Chill and Bombers both come into this game, 1 win, 1 loss apiece, playing their third games each.
And the starting lineups for both teams. First for the Chill, leading off, center fielder Robbie Lopez, followed by Robert Van Dorn, the extra hitter. Batting third, designated hitter Spencer Dickinson. Fourth is Ramon Macias at catcher. In the fifth hole, Jaden Huerta, the third baseman. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 23, Colin Wood. Seventh is occupied by Nicholas Brownyard, left fielder. The eighth spot, shortstop Carlos Franco. Ninth, second baseman Tyler Martinez. And the 10th hitter is Kenny Booth, the right fielder. And on the mound for the Chill will be Greg Wiley. And the starting lineup for the Bombers, number 1 is Cooper Winton, center fielder. Second, Julian Gonzalez, the third baseman. Third, first baseman Trevor Gruska. Batting fourth, designated hitter Troy Holland. Batting fifth, Keaton Walker. Sixth is Jason Del Villar, the catcher. Seventh, Christian Maccabee, left fielder. The eighth spot occupied by Julian Gonzalez, the extra hitter. Batting ninth is Aiden King, the second baseman. 10th is Gavin Eraser, and Nolan Maldonado on the mound.
Bombers up first. Cooper Winton leading off the ballgame. Cooper Winton 1 for 4 so far in limited at-bats. He takes a ball outside. It's 1-1. This Bomber lineup, they're taking on Greg Wiley. This past season, pitching for Penn State Abington, 4.08 ERA, 53 innings, 38 walks in the season, 44 strikeouts, 2 balls, 1 strike right now to Winton. Wiley the 2-1, way inside, almost hit him 3-1. Greg Wiley's pitched in 1 game so far. Went 3 innings, allowed a couple earned runs, 3 hits, a walk, and 5 strikes. That ball bounced off the leg of Wiley, picked up by the first baseman Colin Wood, in time, 1 out. My goodness, a rocket up the middle off the back of Cooper Winton. It went off the leg of Greg Wiley. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, that was an absolute laser. It was amazing that was even still able to be played for an out. And good, it looks like Wiley toughed that out, and he's ready for the next batter.
Yeah, Colin Wood was going towards the bag, the first baseman. He stopped it with his bare hand to knock it down and took it to the bag himself. So 1-3 unassisted on the play for those keeping score at home. There's 1 out. Swing and a miss from Julian Gonzalez, the second batter for the Bombers.
Gonzalez, a sophomore, hailing out of Mount San Jacinto College, batting .333 on the year.
Foul back, 1-1 to count. Another beautiful day out here in Palm Springs. Breeze has picked up just a little bit more. We're starting to feel that a little bit. Helps us feel that mist system too, Marshall.
Oh, it really does.
Ball upstairs, 2-1 the count. We had a great game earlier, Marshall.
An absolutely incredible game. Just a
Grizzly and the Colonials.
A back and forth affair. Beautifully pitched, beautifully hit. Just a perfect way to get this day of baseball rolling.
Swing and a miss. That's going to be the 3rd strike on Julian Gonzalez. 2 batters, 2 outs. First strikeout of the day for Greg Wiley. The Grizzly came out on top 5-4. It came down to the very last batter, Marshall, on the last inning. We saw everything. Good, bad, just enough ugly to make a baseball game super entertaining. A lot of base runners and some impressive baseball.
And it came right down to the wire at the end. That one's outside. Low and away for ball 1.
Trevor Gruska now the batter for the Bombers.
Gruska freshman out of Andrew College, batting .333 on the year. Now 2-0.
Upstairs 3-0. Gruska trying to get on base, give the Bombers a 2-out base runner. The 3-0 from Wiley. Outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk after getting the first 2 outs quickly.
And that'll be up to Troy Holland. Keep the line moving. Holland, a freshman out of Chaffee College, stands quite a towering figure. 6'4", 265 pounds. He's batting a muscular .500 on the year. Had an RBI in his last game, a victory over the Haymakers.
Holland takes a breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 1. Couple RBIs on the season for Holland. The big lefty. Here's the 0-1. Big swing and a miss from Holland, 0-2. Good looking lead at first from Trevor Gruska.
We'll see if the Bombers want to push it early on.
Kenny Booth playing really deep in right field too, the 0-2. In the air, left center field, coming on is Nicholas Brownyard, and he makes a nice running catch coming in. That retires the side in the top of the first inning. No runs, no hits, a man left on the walk. We go to the bottom of the first. The Chill will take their first hacks. Just about set for the bottom of the first inning. Chill about to take their first hacks. And they'll do it against Nolan Maldonado, a 5'11", 175-pound lefty, attending college at Kansas Wesleyan University. He's pitched in 1 game so far, gone a couple of innings, scoreless outing, allowed a couple of hits, 4 strikeouts, no walks. And he'll deal with the leadoff man, Robbie Lopez. Takes a fastball in there, strike 1.
Lopez, an uncommitted freshman, he's hitting .200 on the year. 0 for 3 with a strikeout his last game against the Bootleggers. Waits the 0-1.
Lopez takes the ball down low, 1-1. Lopez currently going into his freshman year of college, uncommitted at the moment, looking to show off his skills on the diamond and get brought in by a college program. That's on the ground, second base side. King over the first, 1 away. So 1 quick out in the top of the first, and that'll bring up Robert Van Dorn. Van Dorn out of Grossmont Community College. This will be the first game he's played so far this season. Getting the start as the extra hitter. 6 foot, 200-pound righty. First pitch from Maldonado, fouled back. The action still continues on the turf field. It doesn't look to be that deep down in right field on the turf, Marshall. At some point, I would think we'd see a home run maybe come on to the outfield in Palm Springs Stadium.
I'm thinking that too.
Breaking ball upstairs, 1-1. Nolan Maldonado, resident of Rancho Cucamonga, California. Majoring in business management. Okay, swing and a miss, strike 2.
One and two now.
You know, a tremendous job as always from our ops crew and their supervisor Tyler Hughes, getting the field ready for every game. It's marvelous, Marshall.
It's a marvelous job. It's a beautiful field, albeit one that needs a lot of tending to for the volumes of baseball we've got for you this summer from the PSCL and the Power.
I'm amazed they're able to keep the grass so green. As that's a called strike 3 looking. First strikeout of the game for Nolan Maldonado as Van Dorn goes down looking. I'm amazed they're able to keep the grass so green, considering it's sunny every day here. It's not, I know the sprinklers are going on, but it's not like we get rain out here during the summer.
Indeed. It's a little bit of a miracle as now Spencer Dickinson trots to the plate.
Dickinson takes a breaking ball in there, strike 1. Good job by Maldonado so far, working ahead in the count.
Indeed. Dickinson, a redshirt freshman from College of the Desert. He's batting a splendid 800 so far in the year. At a single and a double in his last game against the Bootleggers.
On the inside corner, strike 2.
Maldonado working fast in the second.
Quite a way to start this at bat. Breaking ball in the outer half and a good four-seam fastball down and in on the corner. Here's the 0-2. A little high, ball 1. Marshall, how do you like the pitch choices so far for Maldonado this at bat?
I really, really like it. Like you said, he's got a good mix, good sequence. Not missing his spots at all.
Here's the 1-2. That one's in the dirt, 2-2. First real uncompetitive pitch we've seen from Maldonado this inning. As you said, Mark, so everything else has been pretty much on the money. My goodness, Keaton Walker playing very shallow in right field. Even Cooper Winton playing a little more shallow than other center fielders. That ball's hit hard, left side, is going to get through the hole for a base hit. First hit of the day for either team, Spencer Dickinson on with a single, giving the Chill a 2-out base runner.
Just as you were observing, all that traffic in the right, he did what he had to do, pull to the left. And we have our first base runner of the day.
That'll bring the catcher Ramon Macias to the plate. Macias, he's 3 for 5 so far on the season, played a couple games so far. Oh, he's thrown 2 guys out stealing so far in 2 attempts.
And his
He's
average,
big behind the plate.
Indeed, and his average is 600 on the year. An ideal batter to have to keep this inning moving. 1 on with 2 out.
3rd game that he's played so far. That's outside, ball 1. Gets away from Jason Del Villar a moment. Dickinson's not going to go anywhere on a ball like that. Didn't get far away enough. Two outs, man on first base. Dickinson just singled after Maldonado, able to retire the first 2 batters quickly. And that's strike 1 on the lefty Ramon Macias. third game of the season for Ramon Macias. Brother Michael Macias also on the roster. On the ground, right side. King bobbles for a moment, able to throw out Macias by half a step, and that'll retire the side. No runs, one hit. Spencer Dickinson left over at first base, and we'll go to the top of the second. No score. Getting set for the top of the second inning, no score so far. Chill able to record a single in their half of the first inning. That proved to be of no avail as far as the scoreboard is concerned. So, scoreless ballgame going to the top of the second. 5, 6, 7, Keaton Walker, Jason Del Villar, and Christian Maccabee coming up for the Bombers.
Walker sets in, waits the first pitch.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
Walker is a freshman out of South Mountain Community College. He stands 6 feet tall, weighs 200 pounds. He is seeking his first hit of the season. Well, he got on base with a hit by pitch against the Haymakers.
Swing and a miss, breaking ball in the dirt, 0-2. Greg Riley's looked really sharp so far.
Yes, really has. That breaking stuff in particular is very effective, as we're seeing in this at-bat right here.
Count stands at 0-2. Keaton Walker leading off the second. Line drive in the right field. That's going to be a base hit. Kenny Booth over to cut it off. Taking a big turn is Walker. He'll go back to first. Good job by Kenny Booth, the right fielder, able to keep that ball in front of him and hold Walker to a long single. Single on an 0-2 pitch nonetheless.
Now it's Jason Del Villar, freshman from San Bernardino Valley College. He's got a 300 average on the season.
Held out with a man on first and nobody out. That pitch is fouled back off the umpire's mask. Looks to be okay. Just waved everybody off. No stolen base attempts on the young season for Keaton Walker over at first. Marshall, you like seeing guys steal bases.
I do. I really do. That's the ante a good deal, but probably no need for that right now. being so early in the game.
Here's the 0-1 from Greg Wiley. That's it pretty well out to right. Kenny Booth over to his right towards the line. He puts it away for the first out. Nice running grab from Kenny Booth over towards the foul line. That's one away. That'll bring up the left fielder, Christian Maccabee. Maccabee 1 for 4 so far in the young season. He's driven in a run. A couple of games played, this being his third game. Out of McPherson College. A check on the runner at first.
McPherson just towering that batter's box. A very slender frame. Just 180 pounds, 6 foot even. Single on an RBI in his first game of the season against the A's.
He weighs more than I do. That ball's chopped slowly. Good flow. Whoa, wide throw. Colin Wood went to get the lead runner. Really good play by Franco to hold the bag. Colin Wood charging that ball, throwing off balance, nearly threw it into left field. But it ends up being a good play all the way around to get the lead man. So Christian Maccabee reaches on the fielder's choice. 3-6 in the book. Marsh, that was a pretty athletic play from the big first baseman.
That was very dazzling, especially with that cloud of dust. It kind of lost it for a second. Thought maybe it had gotten away, but that.
Even if the throw is a little bit wide, like there are a lot of first basemen that wouldn't be able to make that play on a collegiate level.
Absolutely.
That brings Paul Gonzalez up to the plate. Gonzalez just played one game so far.
A freshman out of Monterey Peninsula College.
A ball and a strike the count. Lefty on lefty matchup, 2 outs, runner on first. Oh, they caught Maccabee in a rundown. Throwing over the first, they'll run it back to first base, and that's the final out of the inning. So Christian Maccabee picked off over at first by the lefty Greg Wiley. That'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Just about ready for the bottom of the second. Jaden Huerta, Colin Wood, Nicholas Brownyard will get us started against Nolan Maldonado. Huerta has played one game so far this season. Drew a walk, 0 for 2. Stole a base as well. Could be interesting to see if he gets on base. Trying to test the catcher, Jason Del Villar. First pitch lined out to shallow right field. Coming in is Keaton Walker. That ball dropped in front of him, a hit.
Looked like it was very playable. Wasn't too fast of a hit, but drops in nonetheless. Second hit of the game for the Chill.
Yeah, I was getting ready to mark that as F9 initially.
Likewise.
Walker started back on that ball, and then it wasn't hit all that high. Just ended up being too late, him coming in to try to make the play. The Chill will take it. Huerta's first hit of the season. Now that throw gets away. Pick-up attempt from Maldonado. Goes off the glove of Gruska on the wide throw. Huerta around second. He's going to third. He'll get there sliding. Just like that, the Chill have a runner on third and nobody out. It'll be an error on somebody. We'll see if it's awarded, if it's given to Maldonado or Gruska.
And already, the Chill poised to take.
And officially, it's going to be an error on the pitcher Nolan Maldonado on the wide throw. Just got word from one of our expert analytics gentlemen.
Now he'll have to return his attention to Colin Wood, batting 1,000 on the season.
First pitch popped back towards us. It'll be a little over our heads. That's probably the closest call I've had so far this season. Maybe about 12 feet or so over our head. Midland Field playing back. They'll concede a run on the ground ball. That ball's hit hard out to center field. Cooper Winton over to his right. He'll make the catch. Tagging is Huerta. Throw comes to the plate. It'll be cut off and late. Huerta crosses the plate to score. Sacrifice fly and an RBI for Colin Wood. Marsh, that's a good piece of hitting if you ask me.
That was a beautiful piece of hitting. The ball's carrying pretty well today.
So that's 1-0 Chill. Chill able to take advantage of the throwing error by Maldonado. After Huerta reached on the bloop single to right field. Now it's Nicholas Brownyard. Takes the ball low.
Brownyard, sophomore out of Cal State San Marcos. He had 3 trips to the plate in his first game against the Blue Sox, all ending in strikeouts. Takes after strike 1.
A ball and a strike the count to the 7-hole hitter, Nicholas Brownyard, playing left field today for the Chill. My goodness, Keaton Walker playing very shallow in right field. I know I said that earlier. Granted, they might know something about some of these right-handed batters that we don't, Marshall.
Indeed, although that having him be so
It wasn't helpful quite enough on that initial hit this inning from Huerta.
that it ultimately resulted in a run.
Swing and a miss from Brownyard, 2-2 the count.
Maldonado's been pitching very well. That throwing error, very costly.
Still good life on the pitches from Maldonado. His fastball's moving every which way. Breaking ball there. In there for a called strike 3. First strikeout of the game for Nolan Maldonado. There's 2 outs in the top of the second inning. That'll bring up the shortstop, Carlos Franco. Franco out of Lincoln College. Playing just 1 game so far, 0 for 3. Takes a breaking ball in there, strike 1. And good looking breaking ball too from Maldonado. He's mixing it up pretty nicely. Carlos Franco playing shortstop today for the Chill. That's off the end of the bat. Charging is Cooper Winton. That's going to drop in no man's land in center field. Aiden King, Colin Frazier went out to try to get it. Nothing anybody could do about it. It's a bloop hit and a 2-out base runner for the Chill.
Quite a few of those today. A lot of.
I avoided the extra ones, and now it's the strike.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Tyler Martinez, with the 9th spot in the order. 10 men batting for both teams in this ballgame.
Martinez, a junior at Centenary University.
Pitch up high, 1-0. Franco over at first base.
Martinez 333 on the year, had an RBI hit against the Bootleggers. Chill ahead 1-0.
Foul back, 1-1. Marshall, do you think on the single by Carlos Frank, do you think he broke his bat on that play?
I think he did.
He got it right off the end of the bat. You wonder, you'll gladly trade a piece of lumber for a knock.
Yes. And it had that kind of, it had that arching loop quality. I think I would expect that to be a broken bat hit.
I heard about it from some of the big bosses. If the condition of the bat is still good enough, they'll sell the broken bats in the merchandise booth during the Power games at night.
Oh, how's that for a souvenir?
Well, to say the least.
That's up and inside. 2-1.
I remember the Minnesota Twins honoring Mariano Rivera, giving him a chair of broken bats over the course of his career. Literally made in the shape of a chair.
I do recall that. That's quite the tribute. 2-2 now, 2 outs.
Tyler Martinez up with 2 outs. Franco over at first base. There goes Franco. That's hit foul. So we'll have to go back and do it again. Jaden Huerta had a leadoff single this inning, blooping in front of the right fielder Keaton Walker. Made it all the way over the third on a throwing error on a pickoff attempt from Nolan Maldonado. Sacrifice fly from Colin Wood gave the Chill the 1-0 lead. Here's the 2-2. Off the end of the bat, towards on the left side, through the hole for a base hit. Stopping at second is Carlos Franco. It's runners on first and second, 2 outs. Third hit of the inning for the Chill. None of the balls hit particularly hard this inning, just finding some holes, Marshall.
No, and that's quite a contrast to the prior game where those hits had a lot of zip to them. This is just a lot of good contact you're seeing from the Chill in this inning. Just bloopers, soft line drives in the outfield.
Maldonado's making good pitches too.
He is.
Now it's the 10 batter, Kenny Booth, who's playing right field. Chance with a man in scoring position.
The freshman Booth, 5'10", 160 pounds, 333 average on the year.
Might be tough to score a run on a hit. Good looking secondary though from Carlos Franco over at second base. The count stands at the ball, no strikes. Walker still playing pretty shallow in center. Cooper Winton playing pretty shallow in center field. Christian Maccabee, the deepest out of 3 outfielders in left, roughly medium depth. Maldonado spins back, checks on the runner. Maldonado set, long look in. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Summer's out around here for all the kids in school. Marshall, probably a lot of good opportunities to spend some time in the pool and at the ball field.
I was about to say. My first instinct would be to go to the pool at this heat, but why not spend your time here at beautiful Palm Springs Stadium?
That's right. Save that pool time for after the baseball game. And that's strike 2, a ball, 2 strikes.
Or baseball games if you want to hang around for 2 to 3 a day here.
That's right. Tomorrow we'll have 3 games over here, 2 in the morning and then the Power game.
Maldonado continued to look solid, got great control of his pitches.
Also feel free to take a walk over the turf field. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That finally retires the side. Not before a run crosses the plate. 3 hits overall for the Chill. They lead 1-0 going to the top of the third. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all set for the top of the third inning. Actually, just finished up a conversation about Harry Callas and Lassard, some of the old Philadelphia Phillies crew, coming from a big Phillies fan myself.
And being the Dodger guy, I am reminiscing about Vin Scully and Jerry Doggett.
I didn't realize Vin Scully actually had a color guy next to him. I thought it was just him alone.
Oh, well, that was from Scully was around so long that was a much different era. That was decades ago. But eventually Scully stood all alone.
Gotcha. So it's Paul Gonzalez leading off the inning. No, guys, you did not enter a time machine. Paul Gonzalez was up to bat at the end of the second inning. But ultimately, Christian Maccabee was picked off by Greg Wiley over at first. So now we're back to Paul Gonzalez hitting, as he's ahead in the count 2-0. First time so far Greg Wiley's fallen behind any of his hitters. What are you looking for, Marshall, if you're Paul Gonzalez?
I'm looking for that breaking stuff. That's been... Oop. Or just...
It's outside 3-0. Well, number 3-0, Marshall. Are you putting the take sign on?
I'm a bit of a stickler on the 3-0, so I'm going to say, yeah, I just take it.
On the outside corner, 3-1. Think we'll get the same pitch right here, Marshall?
I think so. Wiley working outside here.
Here's the 3-1 from Wiley. With a breaking ball. Interesting. He did not get the same pitch and misses outside ball 4. Marshall, he did not throw the same pitch 3-1 as he did 3-0.
He did not. Nonetheless, the take was the right choice.
That'll bring Aiden King up, the 9-hole hitter, batting 10 guys today, playing second base. First pitch is down low. Gets away from Ramon Macias. And that allows Paul Gonzalez to move to second. We'll wait for whether that's a pass ball or a wild pitch. That'll go officially as a pass ball. Aiden King played one game so far. The Bombers' 4-1 win yesterday over the Haymakers. Went 0 for 2, he walked once. So that's it, foul at the end of the bat. So he gets his second start today. Now he's a chance for the Bombers to try to answer back after giving up a run in the bottom of the second inning. At the very least, you got to try and get the runner over the third, Marshall.
You do, and he is taking a very, very long and anticipatory lead off of second.
On the outside corner, strike 2.
He was settling in that crouch like he was ready to take off.
A lot of room on the right side. Martinez keeping the runner close. The 1-2. Foul back.
Oh! That just led
back into the press box.
It finally happened.
Give me a moment. I'm going to get that ball, Marshall.
It finally happened. We willed it into existence. A foul ball has come into our booth.
Marshall, I got the ball.
Oh, look at that. That beautiful pink smudge right there.
Now I just got to get an autograph. Maybe I should start with reigning PSCL Manager of the Year, Don Bray.
That's a good idea. That's an autograph you gotta have.
Now you know, for the PSCL games, we do not have a public address announcer. If this were a power game, though, that would have come right at where the PA announcer would have been sitting. And we don't have gloves up here either.
We don't.
I mean, I like to say anyone. It's a combination of any 4 guys who would be on the PA announcer, whether it's you, Marshall, myself, George Hathaway, or Nash Walker. I think we're all pretty good athletes.
I think we all are. We have good reflexes. We'd at least be able to duck out of the way in time. 1 and 2.
That's hit foul at the plate. Just getting a piece of that is Aiden King.
And you can see that that beautiful smudge on the Power logo right there.
Yeah, we have the red mark on the ball from hitting the red wall in the back room. Oh, it looks like a little bit of a dent on that wall. Yeah.
Another
Pretty cool. Maybe we gotta get our photographer up here at some point to get a good picture. That's just low, 2-2.
Another endearing bit of wear and tear for this historic stadium.
So the count stands 2 balls, 2 strikes. Aiden King up to bat. Paul Gonzalez over at second base.
Gonzalez crouching, ready to go.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Oh, a throw down to second. And out is the call at second base. My goodness. Aiden King struck out. The ball was in the dirt, so he had the chance to run down to first base. The catcher, Ramon Macias, elected to go to second to get Paul Gonzalez, who was taking a huge secondary lead, and he was called out.
And that is such a rare thing you see, because when on a strike, on a drop third strike or pass third strike, the instinct would be obviously just to go to first.
That's such a bold move.
A bold move, and it paid off. So the lead runner is erased, and we got the first out of the inning.
So Aiden King reaches on the strikeout, and that puts the double play possibility back out there for the Chill.
And it's up to Gavin Fraser, who's gonna
Fraser, it's that ball out to right field. Coming on is Kenny Booth, and he makes a nice catch over at first base. And it's going to be an easy double play. Aiden King, I don't know if he forgot the outs or if he just thought the ball was going to drop. He was at the second base bag. He was easily doubled off. Well, action on the base pass. Chill taking advantage of a couple mistakes. Even after a hit. No runs, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the third. The Chill still lead 1-0.
Perfect, yes.
You know, Marshall, it's interesting, those foul balls straight back. It didn't look like it was coming in that hard at first, but it made a decent dent in that wall. But I guess when you foul a ball straight back, it's coming in the same speed as the pitch.
It is, and again, you would not think that, but that's exactly how it was, and it left its mark for all time here in the booth at Power Springs Stadium.
Yes.
Palm Springs Stadium, pardon.
I'll have to double check with the analytics guys, see if that logic is correct with how fast the ball travels on a foul back. And so it'll be the leadoff hitter, Robbie Lopez, batting for the second time. He takes a strike. He grounded out to second his first time up. Lopez, Van Dorn, Dickinson due up for the Chill. Count sits to the ball on a strike. Chill played some pretty nice defense last inning, Marshall. Work out of a man on second, nobody out jam.
He did. Strike him out, throw him out. That became throwing out a runner at second instead. And then a double play out of right field.
The old 9-3 double plays. That ball's out to second base once again. King up with it. Second time this game, Robbie Lopez grounds out to second base.
Maldonado looking comfortable as ever as he commences his third inning of work.
Busy game so far for Aiden King at second base. His third putout already. That'll bring Robert Van Dorn up. So he takes a breaking ball in there, strike one.
0-1, 1 out.
Once again, the outfield playing very shallow.
Very
Way out in front on the off speed, 0-2.
Yeah,
Have to assume that might have been a changeup, lefty to righty.
Yes. Big shift in the infield, too.
A lot of room up the middle. That 0-2 is on the inside corner, a called strike three. Third strikeout of the game from the pitcher Nolan Maldonado.
Maldonado really his only blemish being the throwing error. Other than that, he is just carving up this lineup. Looking.
Even that one run and the 3 hits he's allowed, none of them have been hit particularly hard.
They haven't. He's comfortable with every pitch, it seems.
Hasn't issued a single walk either, that always helps. Now it'll be Spencer Dickinson. He singled his first time up.
Dickinson also made a great play at first early on. Trying to get something going offensively.
Inside ball 2, 2-0 count. You like to be aggressive as a hitter, 2-0 count, Marshall?
I wouldn't be aggressive right here. I think I'd just take on the next one.
An aggressive take. That's
Never
in the
mind.
air, center field. Cooper Winton back to the few steps to his right. He puts it away, that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the chill. Top of the order coming up for the Bombers, Winton, Gonzalez, and Gruska when we return. Ladies and gentlemen, getting ready for the top of the 4th inning. Top of the order due up for the Bombers. Cooper Winton, Julian Gonzalez, Trevor Gruska. Facing Greg Wiley, beginning his 4th inning of work. He's worked a really clean first 3 innings. Just 1 hit allowed.
He really has. Just seeing terrific pitching on both sides to commence this game.
Just for what it's worth, nobody down on field level has asked for the baseball back, so we still have that safe in our custody. Winton takes a ball upstairs, 1-0.
As you noted earlier, this were a power game. Someone might have taken that, either our music or PA person. Luckily, that's not the case.
It's in the air to right field. Over is Kenny Booth. Towards the line, he makes the catch. Good-looking running grab from the right fielder, Kenny Booth. There's 1 away. Seen a few fly ball outs, but good movement from both pitchers. Getting more those balls down more towards the end of the bat. Tough to get those to travel well.
Exactly. We've seen a few flyouts, but nothing too threatening. 1 away now.
brings up Julian Gonzalez. Struck out his first at bat. Good fastball on the inside part of the plate, strike one. You hit the target right there, too. You heard that glove pop, Marshall?
Oh, it's one of the sweetest sounds in the world.
Swing and a miss, strike two. Start with a good four-seamer on the inside part of the plate, and then a little bit of a slower, maybe the two-seam fastball, darting away from the right-handed batter. He's really mixed it up well today.
He has.
The 0-2 from Greg Wiley. Ball upstairs. Not a bad 0-2 pitch.
Oh, it's just a bit. Movement's still great on that pitch. See if he goes back.
1-2 on the outside corner, called strike three. Second time Gonzalez has gone down on strikes. Third strikeout of the game for Greg Wiley. He's gotten outs every way possible, on the ground, in the air, and the strikeout. Now it'll be Trevor Gruska. Walked his first time up. First pitch swinging is Gruska. Shallow right field to come out as Lopez and Booth. And it's Robbie Lopez, the center fielder, making a nice running grab. Called for it the whole way. Good looking outfield play from the Chill. Another quick inning for Greg Wiley. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, and it's the Chill's turn coming up next in the bottom of the fourth. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're flying along here. It's already the bottom of the fourth inning. And we only play 7 innings in the PSCL morning games. So we're really, it's going to be getting late pretty soon here, Marshall, as far as this ball game is concerned. The Chill lead 1-0 batting in the bottom of the fourth inning.
Indeed, this has been a very efficient game pitching-wise from both sides. Looks like every pitch has the right movement. This is...
Nolan Maldonado ready for his fourth inning of work. So far, he's matched his counterpart Greg Wiley almost stride for stride. Maldonado just giving up 1 run in the second inning after throwing error earlier in the inning and a few just really softly hit singles.
Exactly.
2-0 the count.
Take away that error, we got to be looking at a shutout pitcher's duel.
Ramon Messia is batting for the second time, grounded out to second base his first time up. The 2-0 from Maldonado. Swing and a miss, strike one. One with a fastball in the upper part of the strike zone.
2-1 now. Maldonado working quickly.
In the air, left field side. That's going to get out of play towards the umbrellas. Feeling a little bit of a breeze now, Marshall. It's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it sure is.
No power game tonight, so this will be the final game of the season. Excuse me, final game of the day. Pardon my French.
That'll be quite an
Here at Palm Springs Stadium. Yeah, talk about getting your money's worth.
We hate to say goodbye to you that quickly. As the count now runs full. Maldonado gently lofting that one.
Here's a 3-2 from Noah Maldonado. On the outside corner, called strike 3.
What a perfect pitch after ball 3 was kind of softly drifting low and away. He just comes back to the zone beautifully.
6th strikeout of the game for Nolan Maldonado, comes now with 1 out in the 4th inning. Ramon Macias didn't agree, but home plate umpire called strike 3.
It'll be up to Jaden Huerta to get something going for the Chill.
Huerta singled and scored the lone run of the game in the 2nd inning. Blew that single into right field just in front of Keaton Walker. First pitch from Maldonado. Breaking ball way upstairs. One of the very, very small number of uncompetitive pitches we've seen from Maldonado. Another good fastball, swing and a miss, foul tipped into the glove of Jason Del Villar.
Very small number of uncompetitive pitches. Probably count him on one hand. He's just got great movement on everything. Great mixture. 3 1/3 innings of work.
1-1's a little high, ball 2. Infield playing pretty straight up. Outfield really, really shallow.
Really shallow.
Waiting for one of these hitters maybe make them pay, but with the pitching we've seen so far, it could be tough.
Indeed.
Cooper Winton, very shallow, shaded a bit towards right center. In center field, Keaton Walker, my goodness, he could almost shake the hand of Aiden King over at second base.
You really could. It looks like you got like a perfect triangle there. Because we got almost got 3 infielders over there and right.
Count stands at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Maldonado. Off the end of the bat, just getting a piece of it is Huerta, spraying it foul. None of these pitchers throw particularly hard, but just the change of speed and the movement commanding both sides of the plate, Marshall, it's got to be impressive.
It sure is.
We'll do it again, the 2-2 for Maldonado. Fastball upstairs, ball 3.
Three and 2, 1 out. Maldonado, another full count to work with.
And here's the payoff. Maldonado kicks and deals. On the ground, Colin Frazier up with it. Over the first, 2 outs. Another great pitch from Maldonado. Got that one in on the hands of Jaden Huerta.
It's a great pitch, and you see how good he is with the full counts. He's not throwing away errantly. He just keeps up. He doesn't buckle under the pressure, keeps his cool, and just picks the right payoff pitch. 2 full counts, yield 2 outs.
I think that was the first put out of the game for the shortstop Gavin Frazier.
I believe you are right.
That's correct. Now it'll be Colin Wood. As he swings the first pitch, chops it foul. Sacrifice fly to center field, bringing home Jaden Huerta in a second. So Colin Wood with the lone RBI of the game so far. In this old-fashioned pitcher stool. The 0-1. Just in front of the plate, foul. Another ball right off the end of the bat. Marshall, a lot of times with these left-handed pitchers and a right-handed batter, you say, crowd the plate, but the way he's commanded the inside part, you can't do that.
You can't.
Here's the 0-2. On the ground, left side. That's going to get through the hole for a base hit. That's the 4th hit of the day for the Chill. But even that ball was just hit in a perfect spot. Past Gavin Frazier and Julian Gonzalez, the third baseman.
And once again, it was not hard hit at all. That just barely got through.
All 4, yeah, as you said, Marshall, all 4 hits, they've been hit pretty softly. Nonetheless, a base run on first with 2 outs, that ball sprayed foul. Nicholas Brownyard struck out looking in the 2nd inning. There goes Colin Wood. That ball's hit foul. Wood has not stolen a base yet this season. Tried to do so right there. You like the idea of trying to steal second, Marshall?
I do. I think especially in a pitcher's duel, you got to give yourself an advantage as best you can. As Maldonado just looks completely unfazed. Nothing has rattled him thus far.
The count stands, no balls, 2 strikes. There goes Wood again. Pitch out. And safe is the call at second base. My goodness, perfect pitch to throw in for the catcher, Jason Del Villar. He threw it a little bit towards the third base side of the second base bag. And very late, a bit late to cover was Aiden King there.
Yes.
Much easier to try and throw that ball if you have your man covering. First time a stolen base has been allowed on Jason Del Villar in 3 attempts. It won't matter though. Nicholas Brown goes down looking. 7th strikeout of the game for Nolan Maldonado through 4. And we go to the top of the 5th. The Chills still lead 1-0 in this pitcher's duel. Well, Marshall, we're set for the top of the 5th. We really have a pitcher's duel. Greg Wiley still on the mound, beginning his 5th inning of work. He's got a 1-hitter going.
He does. And both of these pitchers, as you observed in between innings earlier, neither of these pitchers is really throwing anything that overpowering. It's just really good control. Even the stuff they surrender for hits, not too hard hit.
I mean, in the power games, we're seeing pitchers throwing in the mid to upper 80s. They get hit around. And doesn't matter how hard you throw most of the time. If you can't change speeds or mix up your location, you'll still get hit off of. And if you throw a little slower, you're perfectly fine. So Holland takes a breaking ball in there, strike 1. Holland flew out to left his first time up. Just barely past the 1 hour mark of this game. It's a 7-inning ballgame, 2-hour time limit. We're flying along. Big swing and a miss from Holland. A sharp-looking breaking ball going towards the outer part of the plate. Quickly an 0-2 count. Wiley working quickly too. He's already set. Holland stepping out trying to slow things down as the batter. Here's the 0-2. Big swing and a miss. Troy Holland goes down on 3 pitches. There's 1 out in the 5th inning. 5th strikeout of the game for Greg Wiley. That'll bring up Keaton Walker. The lone single of the game came up the bat of Keaton Walker. He was thrown out at first base. That ball was grounded out to second base. Getting on a big hop is Martinez. Quickly 2 outs. Walker was quickly erased from first base on a fly ball to right field. Not sure if he ended up being doubled off at first base.
And he was caught by a mile. Almost looked like he was practically still standing at second when he was caught.
Now Jason Del Villar, the catcher, flew out to right his first time up. Quickly 2 outs. On the outside corner, strike 1. It's been awfully familiar today, Marshall, saying strike 1.
Yes. Working the edge of the zone perfectly.
Changes the whole complexion of the at-bat. You can get ahead. 0-2. Wiley working unbelievably fast, absolutely dealing. working on a one-hit shutout. Go to on the ground, Martinez again. Stays down, over the first, a quick, breezy 1-2-3, top of the fifth. Greg Wiley through 5 shutout innings, absolutely dealing 1 hit allowed. And we go to the bottom of the fifth. The Chill looking to maybe add on.
I'll intro him.
We're good to go, ladies and gentlemen, for the bottom of the fifth inning. We got a new pitcher on the mound, Marshall.
Yes, his name's Avery Hubbard. He stands 5'11". He throws left. He's 180 pounds. A sophomore out of Monterey Peninsula College. This is his second appearance of the season. In his first outing against the A's, he pitched an inning, managed 2 strikeouts. An ideal choice to take over from Maldonado. Do have to agree with it that we won't get a complete game pitcher's duel, but that's the way it goes sometimes.
Completely understandable, especially in a summer collegiate league game. You don't want that pitch count getting too far up there. So that completes the day for Nolan Maldonado. He went 4 strong innings, scattered 5 hits, none of them hit particularly hard. Just 1 walk, 7 strikeouts. Really, really impressive outing. And for the Chill, 9-10-1 coming up. Martinez, Booth, and Lopez. Trying to add on here against the new pitcher, Hubbard. That's in there, strike 1. Carlos Franco singled his first time up as he bats here in the bottom of the 5th.
0-1.
Chopped softly to third. Julian Gonzalez over the first, 1 out. Not an easy play, but he made it look pretty easy. Julian Gonzalez over at third base.
Solid.
Quick 1 out, good start for Avery Hubbard.
Very good start. Again, like many of the balls put in play in this game, just a very gentle. Although, again, that was still a difficult play. 1 away now.
That's in there for a strike. Tyler Martinez, he also singled his first time up. That coming in the second, part of that second inning that led to the only run of the game. That's upstairs, 1-1. Strike 2. Well, Hubbard working quickly, and he's getting ahead just like Maldonado. Already a 1-2 count.
That's the same. It's all countenance says him, too.
2-2 the count. Avery Hubbard this past season, Monterey Peninsula College, 5.40 ERA through 6 2/3 innings. 5 overall appearances. He started 1 game on the mound. After getting ahead 1-2, now Tyler Martinez has worked it back to a full count. Trying to get on base for the Chill. Here's the 3-2. And on his hands, barely got a piece of it. Avery Hubbard coming back inside just as Nolan Maldonado did earlier.
Looks, it's almost a spitting image. If you, we hadn't said his name otherwise, you think Maldonado was still going. Looks like the same sequencing.
That's upstairs, ball 4. Only the second walk of the game issued by Bombers pitching. That gives the Chill a one-out base runner in the bottom of the 5th. For the 10th man, Kenny Booth. Kenny Booth struck out his only at-bat so far. Keep in mind, it's starting to get a little bit late. It's only the bottom of the 5th inning, but only 7-inning games for the PSCL. That's foul tip, strike 1.
This game is just breezing along at a great pace. That's a very nice, gentle breeze.
You know, Marshall, I don't know if we've even seen a fly ball go further than 225 feet.
In this game, no. No, this has been barely anything getting out of the infield.
We'll see if our analytics guys can confirm that or not. They're pretty impressive, so I wouldn't rule it out for them, even on something difficult like that.
Was low and away, 1-1.
Bombers look to try and turn 2. The middle infielders are pinched towards the second base bag. Check on the runner. Ooh, scoop. Threw it in on the hop. Good play by Trevor Gruska to keep that ball in front of him. That's part of how the first and only run for the Chill scored. Nolan Maldonado tried to pick off the man at first base, or at least check on him, threw it away down the right field line, and that allowed Jaden Huerta to go from first to third, eventually scoring a sac fly. Strike 2 to Kenny Booth. A ball and 2 strike the count. Here's the pitch. Check swing. He went around corner to the home plate umpire. The ball kicks away, though, allowing Tyler Martinez to go to second. So strikeout on Kenny Booth. There's 2 outs in the inning, but Tyler Martinez does go to second, courtesy of the wild pitch. Since first base was occupied the time the pitch was thrown, Booth not allowed to try and run to first base on the drop third strike. So now it's the top of the order, Robbie Lopez. He's ground out to second base twice. So he takes strike 1. Once again, we see strike 1.
Hubbard getting ahead in the count, just as Maldonado did all throughout his start.
Chance for a 2-out RBI. That ball gets past Del Villar once again. Went with a breaking ball in the dirt, just scooted right on past him to the backstop. Second wild pitch.
So Hubbard, after a solid start, on a little bit of inconsistency here. Still just 1-0 Chill.
Well, now if you're the Bombers, you got to be really careful. So another wild pitch will be a run. Outside 2-1. Hey, Marsh, this is all about trusting. You got to be able to trust your catcher right here.
You really do. You're going to try and come back inside a bit. Hubbard sets.
Here's the 2-1 to Lopez. On the outside corner, 2-2.
Beautifully framed as well.
Lopez didn't like that strike call.
And I can see why. That really was a bit of a framing job to have to sell it.
1-0 our score, bottom of the 5th inning. Chill lead it. Swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the inning. Robbie Lopez goes down swinging. No runs, no hits. The Chill leave a man over at third. We go to the top of the 6th inning. Chill lead 1-0. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's getting late early. 6 outs to play with for the Bombers as they trail the Chill 1-0. It's been a pitcher's duel. And for the Chill, Greg Wiley, the starter, he's still out there. Ready to pitch his 6th inning of the day. He's gone 5 scoreless so far. 6 strikeouts to his credit, allowing just 1 hit.
It has been an absolutely impeccable start. Amazing pitch selection. That one will go way out for ball 1.
And he'll face the left fielder, Christian Maccabee. Reached on the fielder's choice. His only at bat. The count moves to 2-0. Well, no one's been able to figure out Greg Wiley on the mound, Marshall. So what are you looking for if you're Christian Maccabee?
I am just hoping for something that's anywhere down the middle. This breaking, like you see right there, his breaking stuff is just so filthy. Absolutely untouchable.
Two and 1 the count. Wiley deals to Maccabee. Breaking ball on the outside corner, strike 2.
It's pitches like that. It's just, they freeze you up every time.
Count stands 2-2. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball left that up and away. Now it's a full count. You need something if you're the Bombers. Any kind of life on the bases. Carlos Franco now for the Chill, warming up in the bullpen just in case Greg Wiley needs some help. That ball's fisted foul down the right field line. Got it in on his hands to Greg Wiley. A lot of room up the middle on the infield. The 3-2. In the dirt, ball 4. Life for the Bombers. They have a leadoff base runner. Nobody out, trailing 1-0 in the top of the 6th. And only playing 7 innings today.
And boy, the Bombers have to take advantage of it.
Now it'll be Paul Gonzalez. He walked his only plate appearance. Ended up getting picked off at second base. On the outside corner, strike 1. Paul Gonzalez did not square to try and move up Christian Maccabee the second. The 0-1 check on the runner. Not a big lead for Maccabee.
No, I know I tend to be pretty bullish on base running, but you probably want to be fairly safe with your lead here. So rare to see any Bombers on base against Wiley.
Here's the 0-1. Swinging through that pitch is Gonzalez. He did not square. You surprised at all? Swinging away here with the tying run at first base? The way Greg Wiley's been throwing on the mound?
I am a little surprised. You really don't want to squander that base runner so quickly.
Well, the count's now 0-2. Here's the pitch. That's outside, ball 1.
Considering how much Wiley works the edge of the zone and goes away, you just want to try and work that as much as you can.
And the catcher, Ramon Macias, he's been impressive behind the plate.
Yeah.
Picked off his man at second base earlier in the game. He did barely allow a stolen base. He's thrown 2 guys out stealing already. And that's a called strike 3. Breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Paul Gonzalez goes down looking. 6th strikeout of the day for Greg Wiley. There's 1 out. And that'll bring up Aiden King, the second baseman. He reached on a drop third strike, his only at bat, but that was the same play where Ramon Macias picked off Paul Gonzalez at second. Another check on the runner. Still not too big of a lead for Christian Maccabee at first. That ball's chopped over the third base. Dickinson has it. 1 play is to first.
They got them both.
Oh my goodness, what happened here?
The runner was moving on that pitch. They chose to be aggressive, and it did not pay off.
Well,
they doubled them up.
And that retires the side. So no runs, no hits, nobody left. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Chill still up 1-0.
Was that not a ground ball? I don't know what just happened.
All right, we're set for the bottom of the 6th inning. You know, Marshall, I'm still not quite sure how that inning even ended.
I witnessed it with my own 2 eyes, and I'm still scratching my head as well. But it happened nonetheless.
I saw the play go getting the out at first base. Like, that makes sense. Spencer Dickinson, the third baseman, over the first. And I heard someone yell, tag him. So that ball served out to left field. And a diving catch!
Oh!
Going back on it is Gavin Freezer.
A spectacular catch. I'd say between the 2 games, that's the best defensive play I've seen all day. So hard.
A web gem to rob Robert Van Dorn of a would-be hit.
The ball was taking so long to get down. He had to get it over his shoulder. What a spectacular play. 1 out.
2nd inning of work for Hubbard. Now it'll be Spencer Dickinson. Chopped foul, third base side. Dickinson moving from the extra hitter spot, now playing third base. Made that last play in the top of the 6th. Now he bats with 1 out. Another foul ball, this time to the right side. Dickinson's 1 for 2 today. Singled his first time up, flew out to center in the 3rd.
0-2, 1 out. Hubbard looking to be in a groove here. Somewhat testy, but ultimately successful first inning.
0-2 pitch, hit foul again down the right field line. Carlos Franco continues to warm up in the bullpen for the Chill. Dickinson takes a fastball a little bit high. Wonder if we'll see Greg Wiley come back out for the 7th, or if we'll see Franco take over. Here's 1-2, Hubbard to Dickinson. Breaking ball. Ooh, home plate umpire flinched. He thought about it, but calls it a ball. Close pitch.
It's very close. You really could call that either way. I thought for sure he was going to call it a strike.
2-2. Way inside. That got a piece of Spencer Dickinson. A break for the Chill. That gives him a 1-out base runner. Now I'll bring up Ramon Macias, batting in the 3 hole. Batting with a man on first and 1 out. Upstairs 2-0. Hitters count right here for Ramon Macias.
Still looking for some insurance.
At this point, a 2-0 lead might feel like a 10-0 lead.
It sure would.
The 2-0. Outside 3-0. You taking all the way here, Marshall? I know you're a stickler for that.
I sure am. Yeah, I'd say take here. You got the lead. There's still only 1 out.
On the outside corner, 3-1. Macias looked to be taking all the way. Outfield still playing pretty shallow. So far, no team has given them any reason not to. There goes Dickinson. That's taken up high ball 4. So a hit batter and a walk puts runners on first and second, 1 out.
After the immaculate outing by Maldonado, Avery looking a little less sure-handed.
That'll bring up Jaden Huerta. 1 for 2 today, singled and scored the only run so far in the second. Bombers try to turn 2. That's taken on the outside corner, strike 1. Long hold for Hubbard. Now he deals. Back to the box, off the glove of Hubbard. He'll take the sure out over at first. Going to third is Spencer Dickinson. The second is Ramon Macias. A break for the Chill. That was a tailor-made double play ball, but ultimately Hubbard has to take the out at first. So still a chance for the Chill. A hit could plate 2 as Colin Wood will bat. 1 for 1. Drove in the only run of the game so far with a sacrifice fly in the second. He singled and stole a base in the 4th. First pitch swinging, that's fisted out to shortstop. Making the catch is Gavin Frazier. That retires the side. No runs, no hits, a couple men left on base. The Bombers getting ready to take their final hacks here in the 7th inning, trailing 1-0. All right, this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Just barely past the 90-minute mark in this game, only playing 7 innings for the PSCL games. It's now the top of the 7th. The Bombers taking their final hacks, trailing 1-0. It's Michael Macias who's due up to lead off, followed by the top of the order. And they'll face a new pitcher, Carlos Franco, out of Lincoln College. First time pitching on the summer season for the Chill. He's on to try and earn the save and secure the win for Greg Wiley. He delivers a fastball, swing and a miss, strike one. Working quickly, a ball upstairs. Gavin Fraser takes a ball inside. Count stands at 2-1. Big swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Greg Wiley started the game for the Chill. He went the first 6 innings, no runs, just 1 hit allowed. That ball's grounded towards first base. Carlos Munoz flips over to Franco, makes the play, 1 out. 1-3 for the putout, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Michael Macias now playing shortstop for the Chill. Spencer Dickinson over at third. We saw him make the final play last inning. In there, strike one. That first pitch to Cooper Winton. On the outside corner again, strike two. Way outside, ball one.
He is working fast.
Cooper Winton 0 for 2 so far in this game. That ball's fisted foul into the seats.
Hear the donk as that hit the stands. 1-2 the count remains.
Well, the Chill are back in action tomorrow, taking on the Haymakers, 11:30 right here at Palm Springs Stadium. That's outside 2-2. Bombers get the day off tomorrow. They'll take on the A's 8:30 in the morning out on the turf field. Here's the 2-2. In the air, left side, and that's out of play. Jaden Huerta back over at third base. Gave that one a look, it's out of play. The 2-2, little outside, ball 3. After falling behind 0-2, Cooper Winton's worked it back to a full count. Here's the payoff. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Down looking goes Winton. 2 quick outs for the Chill. Carlos Franco's 1 out away from recording the save and securing the win for Greg Wiley. And the last hope comes down to Julian Gonzalez. He struck out twice so far. Inside, ball 1. Bombers need a base runner. Breaking ball, strike 1. Franco gets a swing and a miss, strike 2. Bombers down to their last strike. Chill looking to move to 2-1 on the season. Keep pace in the standings. No more undefeated teams here in the PSCL. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul tip, hung on by Ramon Macias, and that retires the side and finishes the game. What an impressive pitching performance from both sides, frankly. Everyone who started the game and came out of the bullpen. The Chill hold on for a 1-0 win, a combined 1-hit shutout. Starting with Greg Wiley, who went the first 6 innings, 6 strikeouts, and then hand the ball over to Carlos Franco for the save.
An outstanding pitcher's duel. Just all around. This was a clean, tightly fought game. And an incredible day of baseball all around. Both games delivering just about everything you would want out of a baseball game.
Well, to say the least, Marshall. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that does it for today. No power game at night. We'll be back at it tomorrow morning. 2 more games here at Palm Springs Stadium. I'm Evan Schmeiser, joined by Marshall Garvey. Have a great rest.